FEMS, Paul Martin here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Thursday, August the 13th. I can't believe we're even talking about August after we started this in March. It is Thursday. It's Paycheck Per Thursday. It's Paycheck Per Thursday here. I'm hoping it sure better be Paycheck Per Thursday where you are. I hope for your sake that it's also Poutine Per Thursday. And as John was mentioning to me the other day, it's probably, after all this poutine, I'm probably going to have to start working on flattening the curve that I've created with all this poutine. And he's absolutely right. So tomorrow morning, run, first thing. So I hope you're doing well. Really busy week in open learning. Last couple of weeks have been especially busy. We have been doing a lot of exams. Of course, students trying to get through finishing up some courses in August in order to be ready for September and some deadlines for admissions to various programs. I'm sure a number of you are hearing a lot about that from your students, and thank you for all your help with them. Matt and I were talking today about how busy it feels, and we looked at the stats, and we have had in August, either in terms of students who have written or scheduled their exams through ProctorU alone, we've had 1,300 students. Now, our regular rate of student exams in August, say last year, is typically about 1,200. And that includes people who don't show up. So this is 1,300 students who've done or who are going to do, scheduled to do their exams through ProctorU. Does not include the students where we have courses with alternate assessments. So we're probably talking close to 2,000 students going through and finishing up courses this month. And as you might imagine, along with that, lots and lots of emails. So the inbox of despair is going strong. I had it down to 1,000 a few days ago or a couple of weeks ago, and it is now back up to 1,400. It's nonstop, and we're trying to do our best that we can to get back to you as quickly as possible. So thank you for your patience, much appreciated, and I will make it through that before too long. So speaking of exams, I think it is probably safe to say, given especially that there will not be on-campus in-person exams for the fall semester at all, I think it's a safe bet that we will not be having any in-person exams at any time in the fall. I mean, I think we can say with certainty not in September or October, but unless we have suddenly a shift in the virus that disappears. Donald Trump promised us it would all just go away tomorrow, probably. Unless that happens, I don't think we're going to see in-person exams returning. And of course, we have to be really cautious about what we promise students because we can't predict if there's going to be a sudden uptick and even the things that are open right now get shut down even further. So the safe bet for now, if your students are asking, we will send out communication to them as well to this effect, is that there will not be any in-person fall exams. We will continue to try to make arrangements for students who, for various reasons, cannot write in-person exams, but they really have to be sort of rare and exceptional circumstances, and we will do our best to accommodate all our students, but it's a real challenge, as you might imagine. Other things that are going on, August 25th is the date by which the Moodle upgrade is scheduled to be complete. So it'll probably be happening, between maybe the 20th and 25th. You should not notice anything, any disruptions to service along the way. And there will, in that new Moodle version, again, be a few things that look a little different and give you some more features to Moodle. But we'll have more information for you about that as we get closer. Finally, I wanted to tell you that I had a really, Matt and I, and the whole leadership team actually today had a really excellent meeting with a few of the leaders from the TRU student unions, TRUSU. And we talked to them about a whole variety of things about what they're doing to help address challenges that their students, that their members are facing due to the pandemic. But we had some really good conversations about how do we start to include open learning students in a lot of their programming and in terms of our overall outreach to students from TRU. So they were quite enthused about that, and a remarkable group of young leaders who had lots of great ideas. And I think, a lot of the obstacles we saw in the past to our own students being represented or even accessing services from TruSue had to do with the fact that everything that they did on campus, and the services they delivered through their offices. Well, now, of course, they're faced with a similar situation to the entire university, and that is, how do they start to deliver some of their services to students online? And quickly, I think we're discovering in our conversation together that a lot of those things that were obstacles before aren't anymore. And so there's a really interesting opportunity on the student front and the student representation front for us to maybe break down some of those barriers that have existed, the structural barriers, really, not barriers of people being unwilling to think through these things, but really, we came up against lots of problems. So we are going to be working together with them and continuing that conversation. But I just thought I would share that. I think, this is a really interesting time for us. How do we look at the opportunities that are presenting themselves within this lockdown? And as we all start to reimagine what education looks like, what are some opportunities for us to work together in some really interesting and productive ways? So I think the future's bright for all of us, and looking forward to further conversations about that with TruSue and, of course, with you all. So hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to go back to some poutine and also some nice beer from Alchemy Brewing. So cheers. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take good care. Look after yourselves. Look after everyone in your lives. And we will talk to you very soon. Thanks. Signing out from the corner of 3rd and St. Paul, it is Pandemic Paul. Take care.